I was going to start this speech in the same way that I suspect that Bailey would start, with a quote from Winston Churchill. Right, Bailey? That's her favorite go-to when she's asked to give speeches. But it was difficult to find a suitable quote for this purpose. One quote that I thought might be apt in finishing an engineering degree, I thought this one fit, is, "When you're going through hell, keep going." Yeah, that kind of sums up the difficulty of achieving an engineering degree. And Bailey kept going. As many of you know, Bailey is a Métis woman who was born and raised in Selkirk, Manitoba. She graduated from Lord Selkirk Regional Comprehensive Secondary School in 2008. Bailey Lavallee is one of 3 related Lavallees to come through the ENGAP program. She's cousins to brother Travis and Curtis. And I saw Curtis here. Is Travis here? Curtis had both of them. Ah, yes, yes. But we tried not to hold that against her, that those are her cousins. When Bailey was young, she often struggled with her own perceived lack of athletic abilities. As a child, she was dead set against playing soccer. And then her mother registered her on the team. She claims, although I know it's not 100% accurate, that she was lacking in athletic skills, coordination, and agility. Despite all this, despite her reluctance, she not only started to play soccer at a young age, she continued to play for the next 15 or so years, even while in university. That's mighty uncoordinated. Even after while she was playing, she also coached and helped out the local league through her volunteer efforts. This lack of athletic ability, I suppose, was also evident when she tried and failed numerous times to ride a bike, drive a car with a standard transmission, or even play a game of mousetrap. At one point, she swore she would never ride a bike, but would instead run everywhere. How's that working for you? I also have it on fairly good authority that she's still working on that whole driving thing. All I can say is that if you're any kind of wildlife, you will do well to stay out of her way when she's behind the wheel. That's Travis. That's Travis. And if you ever want to beat her at a game, apparently she still has not been able to successfully put together that game of mousetrap. It's a good thing that dexterity is not a prerequisite for engineering. What she says that she lacks in coordination and athletic ability, she more than compensates for with sheer hard work, determination, and a competitive nature. She embodies the words of Winston when he said, "Never, never, never give up." Like many engineering students, Bailey had a variety of interests and potential career areas. Her original plan was to go into broadcasting communications through a UofW Red River College joint program. She was halfway down her application when thankfully she had an epiphany. Instead of becoming just another unemployed broadcast communication grad, she wanted to be an employed power systems engineer instead. So she applied to engineering, and she is set to graduate with her Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering. Another Churchill quote that seems appropriate to Bailey is, "We make a living by what we get, and a life by what we give." Bailey has always given generously of her time. While at university, she has taken part in many extracurricular activities. She has played and coached both indoor and outdoor soccer. She has tutored students through Bright Futures and has been a member of the Engineering Access Student Association for the last 2 years and is currently serving as a treasurer. Last year, on top of getting her engineering degree and the rest of it, she also took time out to curl. During her summer, she worked mainly with Manitoba Hydro and has already accepted a position with them as an engineer in training. Her older cousin Travis also works at Hydro, and eventually their goal is to take over and change it to Lavallee Hydro. If there's any Hydro people in the room, you didn't hear that. So Bailey is a well-rounded student who's always been very successful academically. She finishes her degree with a GPA of about a B average. I leave you, Bailey, with this quote from Winston. "Success consists of going from failure to failure without loss of enthusiasm." So eventually, you'll ride that bike. Oh, you'll ride it. You'll drive that car, and maybe one day even finish that game of mousetrap. At least now you'll have more time to do it. Bailey, you want to come up and get your gift?
Hearing for you.
Did you get it?
My turn. Okay, thank you.
So I guess first and foremost, I really want to say thank you to all the foundations and organizations that gave me scholarship and bursary money. You guys not only funded my education, but also allowed for me to live a pretty comfortable life through university, and I really appreciate that. Secondly, to my friends and family, I know it's been a long 6 years, and I've been missing in action for a lot of it, and when I wasn't missing in action, you might have wanted me to be because I was in a terrible mood all the time. So, thank you for putting up with me and for hopefully not holding it against me in the future. And just lastly, it's been said a lot tonight, but to Randy and Tanis and Diane and Kristen, you guys are awesome. And you know, you gave me the opportunity to meet so many people that I wouldn't have otherwise, and just provided us with so many opportunities and so many resources, and probably can't ever thank you enough, but I really do appreciate it. Thank you.